Hi, my name is Preston Stafford. I'm currently 23 years old. I play hockey here at the Arizona State University for the ACHA club program. I'm a defenseman. I currently attend Arizona State for business as well as finance.
Great. Thank you, Preston. Welcome. Can you tell us how long have you been playing hockey?
I've currently been playing hockey for right around 17 years now.
Oh, wonderful. And what do you like about hockey so much? What is it that, made you play all those years? What were some of your favorite memories and what do you think it's given you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think my favorite memory is just kind of growing up playing hockey in Alaska with my dad and stuff like that. And then I've been pretty much playing for 17 years consistently. And then I'm sorry, I completely forgot the question. My
That's
dad
okay.
texted me off the side. I
Yeah,
apologize.
no worries. I asked a few questions at the same time, actually. So I just wanted the audience to know, what do you like about hockey so much? What do you think it gave you in terms of assets that you can use in your future?
Yeah, definitely. I think what pulled me to hockey was the pace. I really enjoy how fast paced it is. Everything's kind of constantly changing, constantly moving. A lot of our shifts will only be 30 to a minute long shifts for that amount of time just because everybody's going so fast. And, I really like the pace and how to constantly having to think about the next move before it happens. There's always a defender on you. There's always somebody pressuring you, stuff like that. So it's just like a nice challenge. And just as a kid, I think that kind of like pulled me into it. And then as I got older, it kind of developed even deeper love for the game. And then you kind of start to see what your options are in terms of going somewhere or just, constantly having a love for it.
Great, thank you. So now tell us about your last concussion and tell us how many concussions you've had and, tell us about that, please.
So I've been playing hockey at the AAA level for 17 years. I have in that time received anywhere between 9 to 11 concussions, depending. I have met with a doctor who has said that I do remember three major concussions, which is what inevitably made me have to make the decision to decide to look into therapy as well as check on my hormones and my levels of anxiety and stuff like that that I was facing in my everyday. My last concussion occurred on actually my last game here at Arizona State, and it occurred when I went into the boards, got hit, and my body crunched together. Um, where I was hurt initially by the shoulder, but I noticed that my body kind of was reacting a little different. I was reacting as if I got a concussion, and
Mhm.
we went to the doctor's office. They said, yes, you do have a concussion. My head was hit against the boards as well as my shoulder, causing compression as well as a
Wow.
dislocation.
Yikes.
And in that time, I don't remember getting off the ice. I do remember the process getting to the hospital and everything like that. That was a minor concussion, and then the major concussion was previously to that, where I was knocked completely unconscious in
Mm,
my junior experience.
I see. So, okay. And as you know, the brain is more susceptible to concussions the more that you have too. So, yeah. And how long ago was that last concussion, did you say?
The last concussion was about a year and a half ago.
Okay. And tell us, how has it been for you since then? What kind of symptoms have you been experiencing? How have you been feeling? What has your life been
Yeah,
like?
yeah, absolutely. I kind of did notice a change. I got hit previously to, coming into a pretty big moment in my life where I was, in a relationship and I had, my family by my side and everything like that, which is a very unique experience for coming to college. And I kind of just noticed I had a hairline trigger. I was upset about things I would never get upset about. My
Mm,
anxiety level was through the roof. As I am 20 over, I'm 23 years old. I started drinking a lot heavier just because with the concussions, I was able to focus or something like that, but I wasn't. I was just injuring myself and hurting myself even more.
yeah, self-medicating, they call
I,
it. Yeah.
and I took notice of it when it affected a relationship that I had that was very close to me. And I turned to alcohol and stuff like that, but as well as I just wasn't the same person. I wasn't happy with the things I was doing. I wasn't happy in my everyday life just sitting there. I'd have a pit in my stomach, which a lot of kids are thinking, oh, it's just anxiety. Get checked. I mean, you could have the symptoms of concussions or CTE even as far as just after a single concussion. It just depends
Mhm.
on the situation.
Yeah. And anxiety is a major symptom that a lot of people don't know and a lot of people don't talk about. Yeah.
Absolutely, especially contact sports. Kids is, we're always saying that we're nervous constantly as athletes. We always have like that excited energy. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's excited energy, and I kind of realized that when that energy would follow me home after the game, and there was no game to be played. There was no testosterone anymore. There was no adrenaline. It was just I was either upset or angry or
Interesting.
something like that, and yeah, it took effect of that relationship, and it ruined it. And that kind of made me realize like I need to see what's going on with my brain because it was affecting me in a way that I wasn't able to sleep. I
Good
got
for
my
you.
it just elevated everything to a point where I needed to reach out and see what I could do. And I started with my family as well.
Good for you, Preston. Yeah, thank you for sharing that too as well. So then tell us about your journey with HBOT. Tell us how that was, the brighter
Yeah,
side.
yeah, absolutely. That experience was unlike anything I've ever gotten to experience, as well as just in terms of therapy. As athletes, we're always taught recovery and therapy and ice and shoulders and eat right, but this takes it to a whole completely new level. Being in the hyperbaric chamber experience was unlike anything I've ever had the opportunity to do. The Dr. Borsan, everybody at RXO2 was amazing. They walk you through everything, they talk you through it, and they really make sure that you understand what is happening while you're
Mm,
because a lot of the times, in therapy, you're told this is what this does, and you're just gonna go in and see it. And then, they were able to walk me through everything, show me the temperature, pressure changes that I was experiencing, and how much I was able to change before, and how much I'm doing now, and everything. And I would say that doing this experience, you need to understand that it's consistency. Uh, you have to be there, you have to show up, but it's a short period of your life that you're doing this consistently, and then it can lead into other periods of your life. Because I've been researching this and everything like that, and it's really kind of shown me that there's more options as far as recovery for this, and there is a way to recover from this. It's not you're gonna be angry all the time just because you got your head knocked around. There's ways to fix it.
great. So how many sessions did you have exactly?
I did 20 sessions with Dr. Borsand and RXO2.
Yeah. And what are the outcomes that you experience? How do you feel now in terms of compared to how you were before you did the HBOT?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in terms of just how I feel in my everyday life currently, I do feel a lot of the anxiety that I felt. That pit in my stomach isn't there anymore. And I would say that you're not going to see the results immediately, but for me at least, because I will be honest, my consistency wasn't exactly the best, but if you're consistent, you will see results as fast as you want to see them, to be honest with you. And it's amazing the feeling that I had before. I don't wake up with anxiety anymore. I'm getting way better sleep. I don't even have to try to go to sleep anymore. I'm just able to do it, and it feels amazing. It's not something that I think about constantly, even
Great.
before bed. My motivation, a lot of the things that would make me happy before that didn't, I'm getting back into those things.
Wonderful.
And yeah, I would say the whole experience in terms of just my mood, anxiety, the way I feel during my day is noticeable, not even just to me, but to my family, my friends. They're kind of, they're noticing that I'm coming back, slowly but surely, but I'm coming back, and it feels really good to just not walk around with, the pressure and everything constantly. It feels really good.
That's great. So do you feel more like yourself, would you say, that you used to, you felt before? Maybe, you've grown through this too, obviously, through this whole experience as, you come out the other side. But um, what would you say to other student athletes, say, who've had concussions and don't really know what to do and aren't feeling great, maybe are feeling some of the same symptoms? And what would you say to them? And what would you say to their parents too? Ken?
I would say that those symptoms definitely keep them in check. Maybe you're moody one day after practice, but maybe it follows you again, and then again, and then you're noticing you're not. It's a game. It's called a game for a reason, and you're taking these things home with you. But it's bigger than that, especially with concussions. It's not something that your child is, that one mistake. They're not thinking about it for after the game. They're thinking about it after, and it's going into the way that they're going into school and everything like that. It's all combined together. Especially if you have a child who has had multiple concussions, there is a chance that a lot of the time, ask them how are they doing while they're reading, while they're in class. Can they see? Are they having a hard time concentrate when in things that they used to care about a lot? Things that they didn't even have to sit down and concentrate about. They just did it. A lot of time they'll continue to do it, but it'll be something that they think about even before they have to do it. 30 minutes, an hour. They're thinking about it like it's a task instead of something they love to do. Their mood. If you notice changes in your mood, if you notice that you're upset, you have headaches, you're noticing you have a sense of anxiety, depression. These are all things that, yes, they can happen in our everyday life, but if you're a student athlete or an athlete in general, just understand that you have to look for those. And your parents know you the best. If they say you're acting funny, you're acting funny. Don't act like it's just you're mad or something like that. You're mad for a reason, and there's ways to figure that out, whether it's just mood or whether you actually have something going on. And it doesn't hurt getting checked, especially it's your brain. You only get one of them.
Excellent. Yes, one brain for hopefully a very long life.
Yeah,
Yeah, a very long, good life.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we're so excited, to see how well you're doing, and we're so happy to be a part of your journey. And we look forward to seeing what you're going to be doing in the future, and where you'll be and what you'll be doing 5 years from now with all your background. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I hope you keep us posted. And yeah, appreciate your sharing your information and your journey with everybody.
Absolutely. It was an amazing experience, and I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you guys have done.